right, good afternoon, Mrs. Loffer. Thank you so much for being with us today and answering a few questions about leadership for us. Let's get started. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself and your leadership position?
So I am principal here at Sand Creek, and being a principal is a leadership position. I've been in this role for almost 4 years, but there's lots of ways you could be a leader, not just a principal at school.
Excellent, thank you. When did you become a leader? When do you see yourself becoming a leader?
So in school, as a student, I wouldn't say I was a leader. I was more of a very quiet student who did their work but wouldn't necessarily step up into a leadership role. It was probably when I was in college, I would say I started to build some traits that connect to being a leader. And then it was probably when I was a teacher that I would really say I was a leader, and then I've just become more and more of that in this role as a principal.
Very good. So why do you think that changed in yourself? Why did you become a leader?
I think being a leader, you have to have some confidence in what you do. And I think that's something that you can build in school. Some people build some confidence and start to show leadership earlier on. Some later in life, it's never too late to really say you want to build some leadership and take on some additional leadership roles.
All right. And what is your favorite thing about being a leader?
I think my favorite thing is that I like to control things, and leaders get to make decisions and have some power and control kind of the environment that they work in. So I think being a leader, you just get to make decisions that impact not just yourself, but lots of people around you.
Very good point. And what is the hardest thing about being a leader?
So I think being a leader, so here at school, an example would be if a student makes a poor choice one day, part of your role as a leader is to help people learn from those mistakes. But sometimes that means you have to make decisions, and a student may have to miss recess or get suspended from school, and that's not a fun thing to do. That's some hard choices you have to make, but it's part of your role in helping students learn at school.
Well, speaking of those hard choices, how do you make rules and decisions at school?
So there's a lot of planning that goes into making rules. It's not something that I sit in my office here by myself and say, here's some new rules. Next year we're going to do this and this. It's something that you make with other people involved because you want it to be a decision that other people agree with and provide input to. So usually I have lots of meetings throughout the day, but a lot of those meetings I'd be meeting with teachers or counselor or other people at school, and we sit down together and we discuss something and we make decisions and come up with some new rules.
Very nice. And lastly, what traits do you think good leaders have?
So I think just like a character in a book has some traits that they demonstrate, I think leaders have traits that they always show as well. I think you have to be very caring. If not, you might make poor decisions and lead your school or organization down a bad path. So you have to care about other people. You have to be pretty principled, meaning that, not my job role for principal, but being principled, meaning acting with integrity and doing things that is the best for everyone around you. I think you have to be fairly confident in yourself and what you can do. And you have to be hardworking. You have to be dedicated to your job and doing what you need to do all the time.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Mrs. Loffer. Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
I don't think so. I hope you learned a little bit about what it means to be a leader. People can be leaders in many, many different ways. And I just enjoyed the opportunity to be interviewed. It's not something that happens every day here at school.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.